And let me ask you, I guess, this, and I don't want to get into a brand debate, right? But I think that we all know the big players, I want to say North America, the big players in Europe. Do you see a similar approach? And I know, again, this is open information that, let's say, Tesla is standardized on Siemens, for example, which is, again, I don't know for what reason, let's say, but they must have had a reason. Someone very smart has selected the platform. But I'm curious, in the projects more like on the R&D side that you're seeing, are people open to all sorts of platforms? Is there still vendor lock? Is there like maybe a bias towards a specific set of like platforms? I'm curious what you're seeing from your experience.
Yeah, I would say that people are open to any brand. Personally try to stay agnostic and recommend what is the best technology for that particular thing. And that can be more than just like the technology to consider at that point. But I would say that some of the favorites, like Ignition, is like a given kind of geographically where inductive automation is very close to
Hmm.
the
Oh,
Bay Area
interesting.
as well anyways. But going back to what we were talking about, like with databases, data integration, with Ignition, you can literally do whatever you want. And what if you can think of it, you can probably do it. And some of the technology stack that is in IT or like general programming practices, that is all built into Ignition by default because of the way it was thought of. But from other aspects, like Siemens and Beckhoff are also very popular. I think Siemens is just pushing the envelope. They have a partnership with NVIDIA on AI, and AI is huge in startup land. And Beckhoff is also, it's based on a PC, and you can do a ton of custom programming on it that is not just the PLC part. And so it makes a lot of sense in a lot of aspects, especially when you're doing test environments where you can integrate with other types of that mass spectrometer, right? For example, like there was already a PC there and there was needing to have instrumentation. And so it makes sense and people like that. But I would say that pretty much anything where you're any vendor that is pushing the concepts forward of modularity, like object oriented programming, is looking at what Industry 4.0 is in AR, AI, adaptive robotics. If they are thinking ahead and actually making those concepts happen in reality, like probably new technology in startup land is going to be adopting that.